conference, or we're going to open up the...
There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on last year's national champions, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Buffaloes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Barres. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense comes onto the field first today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week, where basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he's making people miss, breaking.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You usually want to start a game when you come into a hostile environment with a great first drive. Get some momentum, quiet the crowd. Palmer, the exact opposite. On the road, and you make a big mistake early.
Yeah, I love coming into a hostile environment, trying to be aggressive from jump. But that interception was like giving every single fan here in the stadium a triple shot of espresso. They are going crazy right now after getting that interception.
They'll start this drive with a pass. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Buffaloes line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Bucks! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Colorado! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with it. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback in an option offense when you got so many things you have to be accountable for, and then you got to take care of the football, right? When you do make the decision to run, right or wrong, it's your decision. Now you got to wrap that thing up. You can't fumble the football here.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. And the Buffaloes racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Man, what an opening quarter for this offense. They've got it again, first and goal. They'll go to the air. It's complete. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. They're working that left side. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They'll run the sneak for it. Sneaks into the end zone. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air, can make plays with his feet like this, runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
21, Iowa, 0.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Sends it back in motion. Finding open areas. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
This defense got a lot of people's attention last week when they had 3 sacks. You know the offense was watching film, and they saw all these pass rushers and their abilities. They thought they had a good plan, but it's not working right now. They've already given up a sack here early in the game.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. Punt is in the air on 4th down. He looks it in and makes the catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now, it's time to go out and prove you're the better team. Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Motion from the back. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's caught downfield. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they they pick up the first down. The Buffaloes have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now, here's second and long. Just a short pass to the tight end. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there in that touchdown catch.
Coming out with it, it's Barres. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They try to pop a run on the draw. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. Now the pitch. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Going to sling it on second down. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Third down, and they need 15 after 2 negative plays. Bringing the heat. He'll try to do it himself. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down. They boot it away on 4th down. And they'll let that... Oh, and it'll roll out of bounds. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's incomplete, and this ought to be of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They have been bludgeoned right out of the gate in this one now to try to find their footing and get back in this game. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Off play action on first down. Soft spot in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Off the play fake. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. One final play before the end of the quarter. Makes the grab. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They want to throw it. Fires to the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Bucks!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa has the ball back on offense. He has to take care of the football on this drive. You just can't survive throwing 3 picks in a game. Got his man in the middle. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. He'll do it himself. There he goes. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
And the Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Catch and stride inside the 15. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Finds his big tight end. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Hawkeyes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They're going to give it to the wide receiver on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll have to be precise from the left hash in this short angle. Absolutely perfect. Wait just a second. There is a flag on the play. If this is on the defense, it could be a first down. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. Now on the option. He'll toss it. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Great job by the back on the option.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Lining up to add another. They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Baylor is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Robert Griffin III, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 11 to Arizona.
Wants to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jocelyn. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Running back searching for a hole. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And that's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
Here's a heat. Got room to work. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the left. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. Grab near the sticks. It's Jocelyn. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Buffaloes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Back open in the middle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. They'll give it to the back. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Buffaloes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a touchdown, Colorado! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they've pushed the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. The play action fake. Quickly to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. It's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. He's got it on the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Hawkeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've gotten this drive going, a couple of first downs already. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got his man out of the backfield. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll put that return to a 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a...
Going for it all. Brings it down on the right side. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
I gotta tell you, this done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Boulder. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys more than a mile above sea level at Folsom Field.
The Hawkeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Callaway. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Makes the quick grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Trying play action. A strike downfield. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down. On the run, it's Evanson. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Buffaloes in a good spot here with second and short. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Looking to pass. It's Hendricks. Quickly complete. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds. And the Hawkeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. First down, 10 yards to go. Gives it on the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Hawkeyes come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Working that left side now. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Got him downfield. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
They'll keep it on the ground. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Handoff from the shotgun. Turning it on! Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Defense got it. They're on the run. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Reads it, fires complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Spins away from the defense. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. Touchdown, Bucks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. North Carolina is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping in Chapel Hill. They're trailing by 17 to Louisville. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. To the air, it's Hendricks. Makes the grab. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Colorado! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And he makes the extra point. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
Iowa, 7.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the 1st. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Now on 1st down from the 30. Quick release on the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
First down for the offense.
Looking to throw, it's Hendricks. That's reeled in. It's Perez. Breaks into the open. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with a first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw again. Takes the easy completion. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. The Hawkeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going up just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. Running to Green. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. The lone back's got it.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. And the Buffaloes with the 1st and 10.
And that's a first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll try the run. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Pucks it out of the air. Oh, got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
Iowa, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Back to throw, it's Hendricks. He's got his man across the middle. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll take it himself. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The kick is on its way. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. this offense will take the field again. Out of the gun to give to the back. Spins away from the defender. They finally get it stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, the inside give. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. The give to the back. Gets it past the marker. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. The RPO will fire complete to the left. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Looking for space, it's Evanson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Got some room headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Bucks! And they take it in for 6 more points. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Scanning the field, it's Hendricks. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Now, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure after he makes the catch. That's a costly giveaway.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
And he fights his way. Gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
He'll keep it himself. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. The Buffaloes will hustle to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Hit as he throws. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to...
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Not a lot on the return. With that, as they've got it at the 49. Back to pass, it's Hendricks. Works the middle of the field. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. So now it's second and long. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
He's looking to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.